Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lumpia channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Marjorie Ann and I make storytime videos and other crazy videos. If you guys want to join the Lumpia family, like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos, and welcome to the Lumpia family. Today I have for you guys another story time, and this story time is the time that I ditched high school. There's other multiple times that I ditched high school, but in this particular story, my sister will be in it. She is the mastermind. So, me and my older sister actually ditched school twice together. We were partners in crime in these stories. So let me go ahead and get in the story for y'all. Sorry if I start moving around. I'm just trying to find the right light. Oh, let's just sit down. Okay. So this story takes place sophomore year of high school. I'm a sophomore and my older sister is a senior. Now, I believe this was midterm season, and my sister had a whole bunch of schoolwork to get done, and I think she was also working at the time, so she had some paperwork to do for her work at the time as well. So she had a huge pile of just pure paperwork to get done for her school and her work and everything, and I guess she needed a break and a new environment space to get all this work done instead of staying at the school library. So she decides to work at the mall library. Now, at our public library, which is located in the middle of the mall, conveniently. So if you're really not a reader, you could just go out in the mall and go spend all your money. But so she tells me one day she goes into my room and she tells me, hey, Margie, tomorrow I'm not going to school, so if you want me to just drop you off to school and then pick you up, that's cool. Just text me when you're ready to be picked up, because I'm going to be at the library all day doing a whole bunch of work. Or if you want to come with me, then I'll be at the library. We could chill at the library. You read a couple books at, like, I don't know, the teenager section, a couple comic books or whatever books you're into, and I'll get my work done at using the computer at the library, using my laptop, and using like that quiet space that they provide. And once she gets her work done, we could go catch it. She was like, we could go catch a movie once I'm done with all my work or something. Actually, this was around Easter time, I believe. It was around Easter time. Okay, so I was like, at the time, and not the time actually, in general, I really hate school. So, if you give me an opportunity to ditch school, I would take it. You don't have to tell me twice. So I was like, hell yeah, I want to come with you to the mall. Because like I said, this library was located in the middle of the mall, so it's convenient. So if you don't want to read any books while my sister's doing all her homework, if I didn't want to read any books or anything, then I could just go at the mall and just like walk around, right? I wouldn't be bored regardless. But I'm like, yeah, I want to come with you. I don't want to go to school. So we make up this master plan that next morning, we're just gonna go act like we're going to school, pack our backpacks, get everything ready. And she tells me, of course, not to tell anyone, because then we're gonna get caught, right? So the next morning, we act like we're heading to school. We have our backpacks. We leave around, 7:45 or ish, and we head to the mall, the library. Right, nothing suspicious. My dad didn't question us at the time. At this time, my dad worked midday, so in the afternoon. So he was there in the mornings, drop off my little sister to her school. Oh, by the way, my older sister told me that I had the options of either going with her to the library and ditching school with her, or getting picked up after school, of her dropping me off to school and then picking me up later, because she was my only ride to school and to home, back and forth to school and home, because I didn't drive at this time. So that's why she was like, you have two options. But anyways, like I said, we had to the mall, the library, and I decided I'm not gonna go walk around the mall. I'm just gonna stay at the library and sit by her side at the teen section while she does all her homework and work and projects or whatever, right? Apparently, you guys, tell me down below, comment below, if your guys' home space and your home environment, if you guys are more productive in your home environment or if you're more productive and I don't know, Starbucks, Panera, or like the library, because I'm more productive in the house, like wherever I'm comfortable. Maybe I'm just a homebody, but I find myself to be super productive when I'm in the house versus, you know, if I'm at like the library or Panera or Starbucks, just because I get like distracted by strangers. Not like they're talking to me or anything, but like while watching them walk around. But you know, to each their own. I found that a lot of people, like more people than often, find it more productive to be working outside of their home space because they find their home space a little hectic. But anyways, or they just need like a new environment to like clear their brain space. It helps them work. But anyways, so I decided to sit next to my sister and read a couple books and just wait for her to get all her work done because she said we'll catch a movie afterwards. And this is how I know it was Easter time. By the way, isn't this just like a little Easter egg? It's super yellow and it has a bunch of flowers. But anyways, this is how I know because the new movie Hop, you remember Hop, the Easter movie with the anime? It was not anime. It looked like a 3D, like okay, it was half live action, half anime movie Hop, right? Like if you guys know this movie, I might enter like a picture here or something. But that movie, so she was like, yeah, browse around the movies, and you let me know what you want to watch, right? So time goes by and she ends up finishing her homework, and I pick either Hop or Chipmunk Wreck, okay? Chipwreck. Do you guys remember that movie that when it came out with the chipmunks and they went on vacation? Those two movies were showing at the same time. They just came out around the same time. So I picked those two movies. I'm such a kid. But I picked those two movies. And so she's like, oh, so you can't decide? Because I'm a very indecisive person. And she's like, okay, that's okay. We'll just movie hop. Huh, pun intended. Hop, the movie Hop. And just movie hop. But she's like, it's fine. We'll just movie hop. So we buy tickets originally for Shipwreck, right? Chipmunk Shipwreck, because we wanted to watch that more. So we pack our stuff from the library and we head over there. And we watched the movie Shipwreck. We finished the movie and walk outside of our movie auditorium thingy, and we look around for the signs that says Hop, because that are showing the movie's Hop, right? And we go in there and it's about like halftime that the movie's showing, so the movie's halfway there, you know, halfway in the middle. And we watch half of the movie and then we leave, so we didn't get caught in the movie theater movie hopping. Don't do that, actually. Yeah, don't do that. It saves some money, but don't do that because you might get caught. And nowadays people are checking tickets, and they're more stricter with tickets because now often you have to reserve your seats at the movie theaters, especially if the movie's a very popular movie or it just came out. So don't movie hop. But then we head home, right? We come back home at a original, like, you know, time, maybe like 3, because our school ended at 2:55. So we came home at like 3:15, 3:30, you know, at a reasonable time, right? And that goes by, we didn't get caught, right? But anyway, at this time, my mother still worked at the office. She no longer works at the office. That's why you can hear her come downstairs. But at this time, both my parents didn't work at home. So I would come home and I stand by the phone. I would wait for that phone call that the school gives to pick up the phone. I pick up the phone. It's a machine, so it's not an actual person. It's a machine stating that where's your student? She was absent this day. You know, it's a warning, but you know, a couple times after this warning, if she's not here again, then you know we have to take procedures or whatever, and discipline, you know, acts. So we are safe that time. Okay, we didn't get caught that time. I'm sorry if the light is too bright for y'all. But a couple months later, I believe this is towards the end of the year. Okay, so she's stressed again. She's overwhelmed with a pile of work once again. And so she hits up my room again the day prior to our master plan of ditching school once again. And she's like, hey Marjorie, so again I have a whole bunch of work and I can't concentrate in this house or at Starbucks, so I have to go to the library and get all this work done before finals. And then she was like, if, like he said, If you want, I'll drop you off to school. Your friend could drop you off home, or you could text me and I'll pick you up after school, or you can come with me and we'll go to the library and get some work done, right? Okay, so once again, like I said, I hate school, so any opportunity I would get, I'll take it, you know? I'm like, hell yeah, once again, I'm so done with school too, so end of the year, I'm going with you. So, the next day rolls around, and again, we act like we're going to school, and we head out the door towards what I had thought was the library. So, I actually have two malls that are near me. One is closer to me, which is like 10 minutes, ride. If there's traffic, maybe 12 minutes, but it's really not that far. I'm talking about car, okay? And I have another mall that's maybe like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes away from me. Not that far. If there's no traffic, 10, it's not that far. Both of my malls are relatively close to me. Neither of them are far. So we had, oh yeah, by the way, one mall has a library and one mall doesn't have a library, okay? But they both have movie theaters. So we had we head into the car in the morning, act like we went to school, and we drive to where I had thought was our, the library, the mall closer to us. But we drive further and further, we head to another mall. We head to the mall that's a little further than us, and this mall doesn't have a library, mind you. So we get out, and I didn't question her at all, you know. We head out, and we get into the mall, and we just blankly start shopping. Honestly, we just start shopping and shopping and shopping. And then I think she had some errands to do that day too. She didn't just have to study, so she had some errands, and she did some errands. Do you hear my mom going up and down the stairs constantly? But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not editing it out because I edited it out in another video. But so we go into the mall and she's doing her errands, and she starts shopping and shopping, and I shop a couple here and there too. And we head into the car, back into the car, and then she says, I have more errands to do. So we spend the whole day doing her errands, and in the back of the car is her homework, which she did not do, or work, or whatever it is. But we didn't touch that. She didn't touch that paper. And we just have an overall really fun day, to be honest. And I can't remember if her friends came along too, like along the way they like met us somewhere or nothing. But I think it was just the two of us. And we overall had a really fun day. We do end up going to the library, like towards the end of the day, like maybe like 2:30, really late, like 2:40 around that time. And she goes to the library. We head to like the mall that's closer to us that has a library, and she goes in there. She gets some work done, and she finishes her work, and then we head home around like 3:30, 3:20. A reasonable time, right? And I stand by the phone once again, to wait for the school to call, right? And by the way, I remember this day because I bought like Ray-Bans or like sunglasses from the mall, and I was like, this is so cool because I never had glasses like that before. So I have a souvenir of my little crime. But like I said, this was a school day. I think it was like a Thursday or a Friday. I think we usually ditched on Friday, so it was probably a Friday. But I'm waiting on the phone, waiting for the call. They don't call. So I was like, that's weird. And then the day goes by. My mom doesn't come home till like 6 or 7 at night, okay, at this time. So I head upstairs, and my sister's like, hey, did you get a phone call from the school? And I was like, no. And she was like, they didn't call the house phone? I was like, no, I stand there. And so internally, we're both freaking out, okay? Because if we don't get that phone call, that means they either called our mom's work, or they beat us to it or something. So day goes by. Our mom comes home, and she doesn't act any different, okay? The day goes by, and she doesn't bring up anything about ditching school. The next day, my mom pulls me aside and she says, "Hey, I got a call from your school saying that you weren't at school yesterday. Where were you?" And then I was like, "Oh shit." Now at the time, my ass was a little dumb butt. Like, I didn't know how to cover my butt. So I admitted it to her. Yes, we didn't go to school. Which, now looking back to, I would have slapped the old Marjorie. I'd be like, really? You couldn't make up something? You were such a good liar, and now when you get caught, you can't make up anything? But yeah, I couldn't make up anything, and I told her that I went with my older sister, and we went to the mall, and we ran some errands. That she said that she had a whole bunch of things to do with errands and work, and she needed that day to complete all of her work. So I went with her. And then, so she says, "Oh, okay." And then we get home. I think I was with my mom when she like pulled me. We were like, probably at Costco or something with my dad and my little sister, and my older sister wasn't with us for some reason. I don't know why. But we head home from our errands. Like I said, it was like the day that we ditched was a Friday, and the next day was a Saturday. So we usually run errands on Saturday. Like the whole family runs errands and grocery list and whatever on the weekends, because nobody's at home on the weekdays usually to do all those errands. But yeah, weekend is our errands day. So she pulled us aside like when we're out and about doing errands, right? Probably at Costco. But we head back home. We're done with our errands, and the day goes by, progresses, and at night, like around dinner time, she calls my older sister to come down, and she confronts her about the phone call, and she tells her that I already admitted to our crimes, and she just gives us the whole lecture. So we got caught. We got caught sneaking out. I'm not sneaking out, but like, you know, cutting school. So don't cut school because you're gonna get caught. I'll see you guys in the next video.